So as we go into this final fight, thoughts on Belal, coming into this fight, and then you have Leon Edwards coming into this fight, both very loud going into this. The press conferences, the way they were talking about each other, they both walk in with these gold gloves. First of all, do you think that if you don't have the belt, should you be able to wear the gold gloves?
No.
Oh, that's interesting.
I just don't like the gold gloves.
I don't like the gold gloves either. They should go black gloves with gold UFC.
That's cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey,
Yeah,
TJ.
I back that.
Yeah.
TJ, I could get behind that.
Yeah.
Get behind that around.
Bro, going into this fight, you just know it's going to be a snoozer, unfortunately, Like,
Why you saying that?
Why you know that?
okay, here's a stat that I saw after the fight is that Belal Muhammad's got 4 hours and 17 minutes and 38 seconds in the cage of the UFC and has 0 knockdowns. He hasn't knocked down anyone in 4 hours and 17 minutes. Doesn't mean what he does isn't effective, right? He's very good at it. Like, he fights like Khabib, right? Like, he goes out there, shows his dominance. He's aggressive. He shoots shots, but it's just not a fan favorite. It wins. It's effective. Congratulations. You're a UFC champion.
Doesn't he have a TKO to Sean Brady?
I don't know.
Yeah, and Habib's finishing rate is like second to none. So
I'm not talking about Khabib. I'm talking about Belal Muhammad.
I know you're just comparing him to Habib, but Habib's finishes fights.
Yeah.
Belal, who is Belal's 3 losses to? It's Vicente Luque, Leon Edwards, and who's the third?
The third loss is to Jeff Neal.
Jeff Neal?
He's got 4 losses. 3. Oh, no, that's not UFC. Yeah. Jeff Neal, Leon Edwards, and Vicente Luque.
He's got a very strange career because he was just like this his whole career. Came down, came up, and all of a sudden this dude just rose to the top. Like, and he didn't seem to get a lot better. Or like he doesn't have that highlight finish. He doesn't have like the crazy things. He just got tougher. And
he's good.
It's hard to explain.
What makes him so good, TJ?
His pace, for one. He's in very good shape. He looks strong. His grappling, his wrestling was very impressive, especially in this fight. And he's just always in your face. He's pressure. He's not scared of what you're throwing at him. He's going to take you down. He's going to impose his will of the fight. From what I've seen from his fights. Yeah. But I will say that Leon Edwards looked like he was asleep this fight. Like in the corner throughout the fight, had no urgency. Like, you're down 3 rounds, you better like let it go. And there was just, I don't know, man. He just looked out of it. He did not look like Leon Edwards.
It's hard to say because look at Belal right away. He's just rushing him, and it's so hard. And he shoots in on a heavy takedown.
That was a slow shot too.
He didn't throw one punch beforehand, but he's impressed. Like, he was able to lock his hands, like get the takedown. Like,
Rampage, why do you think it was slow? Just the way he was moving?
Did you see how he took that shot?
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything bad about him.
Yeah.
He's a better wrestler than me, I'm sure. My old college
faked overhand. But
my old college wrestling teammate trains with him.
Really?
Yeah, Lewis Taylor. He's in his corner. So, Lewis told me he's a great guy and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, like, that shot, like, it was wildly telegraphed. But, you would think Leon Edwards would be working on a lot of wrestling, being a great striker.
Yeah, I mean, I think the champion, like Luke said, Leon Edwards, looked a little flat. I mean, it just seemed, and TJ, I know you talked about this earlier.
He looked like asleep.
Just seemed like he didn't care. He didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Even when he was sitting on the stool in between rounds.
Like, his coach was having to yell at him in between rounds to try to get him motivated, which I'm not saying that's always the best way to do it. Like, Belal Muhammad's corner was perfect. It was tits. Like, the way he was talking to him was awesome. But, like, Leon wasn't going for it. It just didn't make sense to me. Like, he seemed asleep.
You think he was like upset that he had to fight at 5 o'clock in the morning and was negative about it, and then didn't take time to like train at 5?
Yeah. I'm not in his head. I couldn't tell you, but I will tell you that the 5 a.m. can't help. It definitely can't help. I mean, how are you supposed to be? I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. I would have been negative about. Damn, I got to fight at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if I've been negative or let it bother me.
Yeah,
and you got to fight Belal Muhammad of all people. This dude's just never going to stop.
Yeah.
It's not like going to give you the most recognition. Nobody really, he doesn't have a massive following. So you're not going to get, you're not going to get a big check for pay-per-views or anything like that. It's just like, this is a tough fight to take.
Rampage, you never had a fight late night in Japan?
No. Fights over early. If I can remember, like we be at it about 9 o'clock sometimes. We used to go to the arena probably like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I remember eating breakfast and stuff like that.
See, they don't care because they're not U.S. based televised fights, right? They're doing the fights over there, and their biggest population of watching the fights is over there, so they don't have to fight U.S. based time.
Yeah, and it was always on Sundays, the days where people was off. That's how Pride always had those big crowds, because most people don't work on Sundays over there. And it was during the day. The first fights start earlier, and then the fights would be done by 9 o'clock.
Bilal's been training a lot with Habib, right, Luke?
No, I don't believe
They've trained before.
He came to AK once, and he's been training. Just
I thought he
popped in and out.
I thought he went to them over there.
Yeah,
his country, Dagestan or whatever.
I saw some posts of him with them.
Over there.
I don't think recently. I don't think for this camp.
No, not for this camp. I think the camp before.
Maybe. Yeah.
I believe so.
Hey, do you guys think Belal go to a black barber?
He's lined up.
He needs to get lined up better.
No,
he needs to get that spray.
Like,
On the back.
no, he got a cool cut. I like his cut.
Yeah.
You talking about Leon Edwards, huh?
Oh, Leon, he's got a little spot too.
I can't talk. I'm bald. I don't talk about that.
What is it about a champion, like say for example Leon Edwards, that the internet says like he's not a good champion? Like what does that even mean? Like the guy won the belt and had the belt, and
People are just assholes.
Is that all it is?
I mean, come on. We have some hard fan base about it. I mean, you can tell someone he's not a great champion. He's a champion. Like Belal Muhammad, he's a champion. Like
They're not going to love this one. People are wait to hear all the people talk about Belal Muhammad.
Yeah, I mean,
there's going to be haters
for 100%. But if you got haters, you're doing something right.
See, that was a good shot. When he took that shot right there, now he set that up, except for the first shot he took.
His first shot he took, he faked an overhand left
okay,
first. Get him to put his hands up and then shot the shot.
Oh, okay. So I take that back what I said.
I saw a lot of comments saying that Belal Muhammad reminds people of Tyron Woodley having the championship belt, where the way his fight style, the not stalling, I don't want to say stalling, I don't even know the right word, but just kind of like the technique of whatever it takes to win, not really for the show, more about just controlling the guy the whole time. Is that true?
I mean, he's got a good jab and stuff, but yeah, he's not looking for the finish. He's never a guy that's going to be looking out there for the knockout or looking for the finish, looking for the bonuses. Like, I remember when Dana says he's going to do $100,000 bonus, and he's over there cheering. He's like, you're not going to get one of those.
Damn.
Did he get one of those?
No.
I don't think so,
Damn,
right?
He ain't coming on the
No
pod
bonuses
now.
coming.
Well, dude, I'm not going to tell you how I don't like. He's great. He won the world title. He's done something people can't fucking do. He's a 1%er. He's done a very good job, but he's not going out there trying to knock you out. Like when I was fighting, I always was the guy who was like, I want to knock someone out. I want to finish the fight. I know you fought that way. I know you fought that way. Like looking for a fight, like exciting fights. That doesn't cross his line.
But some people have to play the cards they're dealt.
Right, because you got knockout power. He might not have knockout power.
He could if he trains it. I mean, he's a very stacked guy.
I think either you got it or you don't.
You really believe that?
Yeah.
You don't think you could teach someone how to have knockout power?
No, I think you can enhance knockout power, but I think either you have it or you don't.
What do you think, Luke?
I agree. I mean, there's a looseness to it. Like it doesn't matter how much muscle you have. Muscle just means you pushing your punches. You have to have that looseness and that. I mean, some people can develop power. But some people can't. Let's just keep that straight. It's like you can develop power. Some people are very natural at power. They have the looseness to it, the dead weight.
This was sick. Bang! Right on his head.
Oh yeah.
Hey, after this,
Some
we
people
saw
are powerful
him,
in wrestling.
After this, we saw Leon really kind of take a step back. Do you feel like that kind of cranked him a little bit?
I wouldn't say.
No, I just think his pressure. I mean, Belal just controlled the entire fight, dude.
Yeah, I mean, after this move, though, like even a lot of the analysts and a lot of the reviews I read, everybody was saying that.
No, I think he
This is
reversed
kind
him.
of the
He
turning
reversed him right after that. He had a sick reversal right after that, I believe.
I think the referee. I love this guy. He does a great job. But me, if I was a referee, I would have stood them up a lot of times.
You can't when someone's on your back.
Fuck that.
When someone's on the back, it's a dominant position. You cannot stand them up.
I'm like, stand the
like
fuck
the
up.
guy that's. If you're the guy on bottom and someone's on your back, it's your job to get him off
I'm
your
like,
back.
fuck that. I would get fired as a referee.
I don't like his red shorts. Stand him up.
I'd be like, this shit's
Stand it
boring.
up.
I'm like, this shit boring. Get the fuck up.
No, his haircut sucks. Get that
Stupid
guy.
ass shorts.
I was wondering why. He
Get
didn't
up.
want to. He didn't want to stand him up because it's the rules.
Because he was on his back.
Fuck that. It's boring.